Well, hello, everybody. Hello. It is summer. I'm feeling so good and summery. And we finally have some sun out here. It's been gloomy. Like we have May, we have gray May, June gloom. And then after the 4th of July, the sun starts showing itself or herself so we can feel like it's summertime. But anyway, what is up? It is Friday. And if it's Friday, it is Nikki's Friday favorites. And I have a great Friday favorite for you. Okay, so before I get started, I'm Nikki, and this is my channel, That Homeschool Life, and I talk about homeschool topics. I do day in the lives, blogs, product and curriculum reviews, and I also do some mama stuff. And Friday favorites are mama things. So that's what we're going to cover today. And that was my 10-year-old who just wanted to give me a thumbs up. Oh, he's so sweet. You know how your kids, they have their distinct personalities. My oldest is very cerebral and sarcastic and just... And then my youngest one, Mo, he's my jock. He's like Eddie Murphy, always cracking jokes. You know, he's got a little belly, but he's always sucking it in. It's like, Mom, look how good I look. And then my middle one, he's my nurturer. He brings me tea. He like really watches my my mood. And, you know, he'll just come and just bring me some tea. Like, Mom, I made your favorite tea. You seemed a little stressed out. I'm like, Lord goodness. Some woman that you marry is going to really love you and appreciate me. But anyway, let's get on with Friday favorites, y'all. All right. Now, look, I'm a girly girl and I got 3 boys and I don't care because I'm still a girly girl. And I don't miss out on having a girl because I put everything on me. But look, I love summer hats and I'm always in a Target buying a summer hat. But after like a couple of uses, let me back up. Okay, so my Friday favorite. Let me see. How do I want to show it? Okay. I'm starting over. Reset. So I always buy hats from Target. It's my go-to place for summer hats, or just straw hats in general. And the first wear or the second wear, I'm gravy. I'm good. My hats are nice and stiff. And then by the third wear, it's a sad day in my household because my hats look like all droopy and sad. Like your hat's droopy and sad, and then you start to feel droopy and sad because your hat's all just coming around your face, you know, like a bad haircut. Just, you know, I guess it kind of looks good. You know, maybe Beyonce from her, what's that video? You know, the one where she's wearing that swimsuit, Countdown. But no, I'm not Beyonce, and Beyonce hat don't look like this, you know, unless you try to go for that, unless you single and cute and you're trying to go for that smoky look so you can be chosen by that rich young man. But that ain't me. So I'm a mom with 3 kids, schlepping stuff to the beach, trying to just stay alive. So this look might look good on certain people, but for us, we need something functional. So I was really getting disappointed with Target and their hats. So I went on to eBay and I bought, oh, this is my favorite hat. I bought this hat like 10 years ago. Wait, how old is my oldest? He's going to be 13 next month. So I bought this hat 12 years ago because we would go to the beach every day and the hats were so floppy. And you know how kids are. 1 second they're going this way and the next second they're already in Tijuana, Mexico. So I'm like, I need a hat that just stays level all the time. So I went into eBay and I found, lucky chance, the first hat I bought from eBay, one of my first purchases, was a hat from China. And this hat I've had for over a decade. And I get the most compliments on this hat every time I wear it. Why? Look, it's all wrinkled and everything. Because look, you can mold it. Look at that. You can mold it. You can put it up. You can mold it. It is a moldable hat. They don't make them anywhere in the US. I have looked for like 10 years. They don't make them. And because it's been a long time, I lost eBay after a while. They don't show where you make your purchases. So I could not track this hat down. And the other thing about this hat that I like is that the brim is 7.5 inches. And what I found out, regular hats are usually 3 to 5 inches around the brim, so they don't cover your shoulders and all that. But I'm getting off on a tangent. This is actually my real favorite hat. But trying to replicate that, I was buying the Target hat, all floppy. You see, look, just sad. Well, this one's looking a lot better, but when I put it on my head, when you start walking and doing stuff, this one starts going down like Mary J. Blige. So I got a whole bunch of hats. Target. Look, this one still has the tag because I'm like, you know what? I know how Target do. I'm not messing around with Target. So it gets a little floppy. Once you're walking and everything, it starts going down. So I went on YouTube and I found a whole bunch of YouTubers that had a hack. So I know y'all, I'm so long-winded, but I found a hack that actually works for rescuing your tired, droopy, sad, straw summer hat. And it is spray starch. This one is Faultless Heavy Hold Spray Starch. Now I got this from Amazon because I'm not trying to push Amazon stuff on y'all. And this one, which is almost empty, apparently this is very hard to find. I went to Target, I went to Walmart, and I went to CVS. That's a drugstore. They not only did they not have the Faultless, they didn't even have Niagra, which is what my mama used to use growing up back in the day. She would starch my petticoats because I was on drill team. So I went on Amazon and bought this. But I'm telling you, you can go. Okay, so let me back it up. So I was looking at a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and a lot of people were using Niagra Falls, just a regular one. Their hats were getting stiff, but they still had a droop factor, like in the back. They weren't really super stiff. And I found a YouTuber who actually found this one that's heavy hold. It's important that you get the Faultless or the Niagra, that it has to say heavy hold or heavy starch, because that will keep your hat starched up for a long time. So let me just get into it because y'all know I can talk a lot. So now this is the hat. Okay, this is a Target hat. And this hat looked like this hat. Look at the difference. This hat, like this hat right here, looked just like this one. You see how it looks like a flying saucer, a UFO? That's what this hat looked like. And I sprayed two coats on the top. I guess I'm doing a tutorial. And then okay, so let me just show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you what I did. So this is what it looks like when you use spray starch. Hi. How are you doing? Okay, but in real life, put that down. Get away from the ocean. No, I'm kidding. Don't run out to the ocean. Don't kick your brother's sandcastle. So you need to have your hat lid up, the brim up, so you can yell at your kids. Like, grab the Cheeto bag, running off on the sand so the lifeguard doesn't give us a littering ticket. Whatever. But it's stiff. Look at that. It's stiff all the way around. I love this. I've been wearing it every day for the last 3 days, and it's held up. We went to the beach 2 days ago, and I was like, let me test it out with the ocean air and the ocean spray, and just the weather. Look at that, brand new. So I am stoked. So I'm going to go ahead and stiffen all of these. I wanted to do all of them, but I wanted you guys to see the difference. Look, before. And after. Ooh, my elbow is dry. After. Hi. I got to say something positive to my kids. Way to surf that wave, baby. Way to go. You do you. Okay. So all that to say, my Friday favorite is Faultless Heavy Hold. Now, it is hard to find because I guess apparently people are not ironing their shirts anymore. So if you cannot find this, do the Niagara Falls, but find the heaviest starch possible, because there were 2 YouTubers who had success with it. Their hats weren't as stiff as this one, but it didn't look as bad as their hat was in the beginning. So you can feel confident about going swimming, traveling, sitting on your hat, your kids playing with your hat. You know you'll be able to fix it. Now, a couple of YouTubers, you know, they were either going to sew their hats, I mean, child, or they were spraying the hat and then ironing. First, they would iron out the wrinkles. If you have a lot of wrinkles in your hat, you might have to iron it to get it out. My hats didn't have wrinkles, but they were spraying it and then they were blow drying it and all that extra stuff. You don't need a blow dryer. Just spray your hat, 2 coats each side. So this is a quick little tutorial, dirty style. So spray, but put it on a flat surface like a table or something. Spray. Now, don't sleep on the head part because that gets floppy too. So I sprayed the top. So I sprayed, let it dry for like a minute, and then I did another coat, and then I let that sit out in the sun for 24 hours. Then I flipped it, and I sprayed again, and I sprayed the inside, and then I let that dry for 24 hours. You probably don't need 24 hours. I just wanted to make sure it was going to be stiff. I ended up doing this twice because my son found a hat and they were playing Frisbee with it. So they messed it all up. So you probably can get away with just 2 coats each side and just let it dry. But I just, had that little hiccup. See what else? There was one little note I wanted to make. Yeah, you don't have to iron unless your hat is floppy. And if it's, you could try spray starching it if it is a little wrinkly, just to see if it kind of knocks it out a bit. It might knock it out. So I have the 2 coats. It makes it really, really stiff. And don't forget to do the middle part. And you're good. I mean, you are really good. Yeah, I think that was the last note I wanted to, yeah, that was it. So if you have any questions, I did leave a link below for the Faultless. The Niagara should be at your local store. My Target didn't happen to have any spray starch. Walmart did, but no, Walmart. See, I went to the neighborhood grocery store. I should have gone to the big Walmart. But you're better off probably just going to Walmart, grabbing the Niagara, find the heaviest starch, and then use that 2 coats per side. Let each side dry for like 24 hours just to make sure everything's really dry and stiff. And then check on it. If you find that it's still a little floppy, it's going to be stiff. But if you want it stiffer, like this thing is almost empty and it's 20 ounces. Because I wanted to make sure. So you probably use half a bottle because this hat's pretty big. So, and I think it's like $4 for this if you buy one. They do sell them in sets, but I think Niagara might be around the same, like $3 for the bottle. So that is my Friday favorite, my style hack to revive an old tired hat. It works. It absolutely works. So there's no need to keep replacing your summer hats each year. You're good with this. You are good. So anyway, let me get out of here. It's Friday and I look like Huckleberry Finn. I look like Huckleberry Finn with ashy elbows. All right, so let me get out of here. I'm Nikki with That Homeschool Life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely share this video because I haven't seen too many women walking around not with bad weaves or bad wigs, but with bad hats on. And if they just knew a $3 hack could save them from looking tore down and broke down, you're doing good in the world. So I'm being silly, y'all. But anyway, this is Nikki with That Homeschool Life. I will see you next week for Monday Money Moves for kids. And I think that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you use this method or another method and it worked or didn't work, let us know down below because we got to as women, we have to gather these resources so we can make things easier in our life. Okay. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'll see you on the next share. Bye-bye. Oh, and that's my cue.